Hi, I'm Darren Terpstra with the University of Minnesota Library's Archives and Special Collections, and I would like to welcome you to our latest exhibit, Engraved in Copper, The Art of Mapping Minnesota. Here to tell you more about this exhibit are the co-curators, Ryan and Alicia.
So I think people should come to this exhibit because first, people use mapmaking in their daily lives. Google Maps is one of the most highly used apps that people use, and so this exhibit really shows how mapmaking has moved through the ages and then how it's really useful today.
Yeah, and it really shows from the beginnings of surveying, how maps are made, and then the map-making process itself, and all the way up through things today like Geographic Information Systems, which is how we do electronic mapping and analysis today in private industry, academics, and in government.
In focusing on how we were going to lay out this exhibit and design this exhibit, we first thought about map making as its real functional form. You need maps to get from point A to point B, maybe to look at topography or a region. But ultimately, map making and this whole idea of engraving and copper plates and printing is really an amazing process and an art form in itself. So we used large portions of printed maps in the decor. We used copper-colored lighting to kind of highlight the idea of copper plates. And the curators did a great job of pulling together a number of props and tools that show the process of map making and really the craftsmanship and the art form, which you'll see in a number of the cases when you come and visit.
So this exhibit highlights unique engraved copper printing plates from the United States Geological Survey. They were used in the printing process for maps between the 1880s and the 1950s. And then in addition to that, we have historical surveying equipment, map-making tools from that process, as well as historical and up to current government documents.
Yeah, so we pulled quite a few different government documents for this exhibit, starting with surveying in the field and then moving towards more modern map making, looking at GIS data and how that is used for map making. The government definitely published quite a few different documents on a variety of topics, either related to surveying, lithographs, how to print these documents, and you can really see through these government publications how it's changed throughout the years, as well as different tools that they used and different methods for map making.
The coolest thing about this exhibit for me is we actually took and lent the copper plates to the University of Minnesota Art Department, and we had a faculty member and a graduate student there who made new prints from the 100-year-old copper plates.
For me, I think it's the variety of government documents. Since I got to pull all of these documents for this exhibit, I really got to see the variety of documents that are available, all the way from a manual of how to do surveying to how to use a plotter to make a map, to a particular course that the Army did for veterans coming back from World War II about surveying. So there's just such a variety of documents that you can look at in this exhibit as well that are super interesting.